Let's have a look at where the foundation is today. Now, we're pretty fortunate. This information's only come out, been published on the Rotary International website in the last 2.5 weeks, I think. Current funds in the foundation, from a starting point of $26.50, we're now looking at $1.3 billion of funds in the foundation. That's a fair bit of money, and that's a fair bit of horsepower to back projects around the world. Now, in 2020, the contributions into the foundation, 339 million. That's pretty much $500 million Aussie. Slightly more, pleasingly to see, slightly more than the 2019 number. Unfortunately, the investment return of funds invested by the foundation to earn interest was not as good as in 2019. Pretty obvious why. COVID, these financials are as at June. COVID hit and the investments were ravaged quite significantly. Those contributions are predominantly ploughed back in terms of amount, like for like. They're actually invested normally for a couple, 2 or 3 years, but the spend per year is roughly the same as what comes in. And half of the spend goes to polio still. So for those of you who think that polio is almost over or we're that far there, have a look at the numbers. We're putting as much money into Polio Plus spend as we are to all of the other grants. It's important. We're that close, and I'll show you some numbers later, but there's still a lot of work required to get us over the finish line. There's a bit of money that also goes into other programs, and one of the important things for you as Rotarians when it comes to publicizing the foundation and the benefits of the foundation is the fact that the admin expenditure is approximately 4% of total expenditure. Now, that's pretty low, bearing in mind you've got staff in Evanston, you've got staff around the world, we've got staff down in Parramatta, all administering these funds, administering the grants. 4% is a fantastic number in my mind. Compare it to something like Red Cross. I don't know the number, and I'm not going to quote them, but it is a good number. So we've got a lot of money and a lot of horsepower to fund activities within our own foundation. Also importantly, and also worth publicizing, is the fact that the foundation, now this is still a year old, the charity rating for our foundation for 2020 has not come out yet, or it hadn't as of Tuesday night this week. So this is 2019 stat, which at that stage was the 11th consecutive year, and I'm pretty confident that it'll be 12 announced fairly soon. The Rotary Foundation has been given a 4-star rating from the Charity Navigator. Now, it's a US-based charity assessment body, and what they do is they basically assess financial strength, transparency, accountability, and 4 stars is the highest ranking. In fact, the Rotary Foundation scored 100 out of 100 in 2019, and I think they did it the year before, and possibly the year before that, and I'd be surprised if we don't get it in 2020. Now, that's an outstanding result. If you want to publicize to people the fact that our foundation is accountable, it has strong financial health, and it is totally transparent to anybody. The financials are on the web. If you go and look up Rotary International or Rotary Foundation financials, you see Rotary International and the foundation financials, both up there, both plainly available for all of you to read.